everybody, this is Irene Rubio, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to plan a party. I love planning parties. There's nothing more than I love to do than to get a good group of people, some good food, good conversation, and celebrate one of life's special moments. I love it. But I know not everybody does. I know people stress out about it because they just don't like to do it. They think it's too much work. They end up not having fun because they're too busy entertaining people. So today I'm going to attempt to give you some tips and some ideas on how you can go about to create a stress-free party, keeping these three things in mind. So some of the things that I've decided are important are the guest list, the theme, and the menu. Those three things are going to help guide you in the right directions. These are not inclusive. This does not mean that if you do those three things, that's it. That's all you got to do. No, there's going to be more to it than that. But these three things really kind of help pace you into what you need to do. Everything else just kind of falls into place. So one thing I haven't talked about is the budget. I didn't include that as one of the main items because it's kind of understood that when you're going to entertain, you're going to need some money. And it doesn't have to be a large amount of money. It can be a very small budget or it can be a very large budget. It just kind of depends. But based on your budget, you're going to decide how many people and who you're going to invite, the type of theme, decorations, how fancy you want to get with that, and then of course the menu, what type of food. So again, I kind of wanted to put that out there, is although budget isn't one of the main points, it does need to be considered, but these are the three things that are going to kind of help guide you in the right direction and hopefully help you to have a stress-free party kind of event. So let's talk about who you want to invite. Well, that depends on the type of occasion that you're going to have. If it's a small child's birthday, you're probably not going to have a whole lot of people, maybe you will, but maybe classmates, maybe teammates, maybe some family and close friends. So that depends on how many and who you're going to invite. And then also if you're going to have, say, a retirement party or a wedding or something of that sort, you're going to have more people. So where you can go to look for or who you're going to decide off, based off the top of your head, but then you can also think about, say, your Christmas card list. I know that's a good starting point for me because that's pretty much where I have my very best friends, my family, and things of that sort, even coworkers and things of that sort. So that's a good starting point for you also. And then I also ask my family and friends, hey, did I forget anybody? Help me out. And they usually are pretty good about saying, hey, don't forget about this person or whatever. So those are some kind of really neat ideas. So once you know who you're going to invite and how many people you can invite, then you can focus on the fun stuff, and that is the theme of your party. I love this part. This is the part where you can be as creative as you want to be, you can be as casual as you want to be, or you can be as formal as you want to be. There's all kinds of stuff out there to help you pick a party or pick a theme. If it's a child's birthday party, Penny Warner is one of my favorite authors. She has these books that give you all kinds of ideas, and it's not just little kids, it's also teenagers, and there's also a couple of anniversary ideas in there as well. Patty Sachs is another lady that has some pretty good ideas. If you have a teenage daughter that's going to do a slumber party, I love this book. This has got some pretty cool little ideas. Some magazines also have some books. This is Better Homes and Garden. This is Family Fun magazine that has some pretty good ideas. Tori Spelling has a party planning book out. It's called Celebratory. MarthaStewart.com has some pretty neat ideas as well. So again, this is the sky's the limit. You can be as crazy, as silly, or as formal and casual as you want. That is totally up to you. It can be an indoor party, outdoor party, whatever. So once you decide who you're going to invite, how many people you're going to invite, and then the theme of your party, which kind of sets the tone for everything, then you can move on to the menu. The menu, again, is going to be kind of the make or break event, because people will associate the party as being a success or failure based on the food. If it's a birthday party, pizza is probably going to be just fine. Hot dogs and hamburgers, nothing fancy. If you're going to do a bridal shower or a baby shower or a wedding or something of sort, obviously it's probably going to be a little bit more formal. So you can look on foodnetwork.com. You can also look at caterers. If it's something that you're going to have at the house, or something like that. You can also look at some appetizers. Sam's has some pretty neat frozen foods that you can use. Schwann's also has some pretty cool frozen foods that you can just pop in the oven that give it just kind of that little extra flair. Even on birthday parties, if I order pizza for the kids, a lot of times I'll do some side appetizers for the grown-ups. So that way you kind of, cater to a little bit of both. And again, nothing fancy. Just stick it in the oven, stick it in the microwave, put it in a crock pot, meatballs, stuff like that are frozen. It's like super easy, and people will really enjoy that you did a little bit extra special, for them. Um, Another thing that I didn't mention was orientaltraders.com. Oriental Trading has some really neat ideas. And it's not just birthday parties, they have retirement parties, graduation parties, anniversary parties, all kinds of stuff. So those are the things that you can kind of look at. Um, so we've talked about who you're going to invite, we've talked about the theme of your party, and we've talked about the menu. So hopefully those three things, once you've decided, everything else kind of falls into place. On the you can decide on the invitations, whether you're going to invite them through social media, you're going to send out an email, or you're going to send out a formal invitation. Any of those things are acceptable nowadays. So, even a phone call sometimes is, acceptable, is pretty nice. So once you have all of those things figured out, everything else falls into place. Remember though, the most important thing is that you're celebrating an event. So you want to have fun at your party. You want to remember that it's about fellowship. It's about having fun and seeing people that you haven't seen in a while, laughing, having a good time. When you look back at those pictures, you're going to think about the great memories that you had. You're not going to worry about the little intimate things. So that's where I want you to just have those three main points, and everything else will fall into place. At the end of the day, it's about creating memories. So I hope that these three things have given you some ideas of where to start, and I hope that it will encourage you to entertain a little bit more and really enjoy your party. Don't worry about it. The people that are going to show up at your party are your special friends and your family, and they don't care. So have a good time with it, and we'll talk to you soon.